you plant with reckless abandon. Good afternoon, beautiful people. I figured I'd pick this camera up and get started. It's almost noon. It's just been kind of a slower morning. I got chores done. It is hot. I have actually been dreading going out there to work in the garden. We've got a thunderstorm coming. It's nearly here, which it'll be nice for a little bit while it gets all cloudy and gloomy. Just the cloudiness, the shade, that'll be nice. Yeah. But right now it's that hot that we get right before it rains. Yep. So it's looking like we're gonna get some rain today. You're in here, you're making bread. I'm making bread. It smells like a bakery in here. It smells great. I'm gonna go outside and start sweating. As you can see, those thunderheads are building. All right, out here at the garden, this one right here is gonna be the corn bed. I would like to get the rows a little bit closer together. Right now, it looks like they're, I don't know, maybe like 2 foot apart. I want to plant my corn, you know, no greater than 18 inches apart, but no tighter than 12 inches, so somewhere in there. I'm gonna see if I can do it with the rototiller. I notice it makes a nice furrow if I drag it backwards, so I'm gonna get the rototiller and see if I could basically power rake it so I'm not out having to rake it all. I'm gonna go grab the rototiller and see if that'll work. Me as far as I got. The storm is here. So this came out of nowhere.
I know, right? Holy moly.
My poor pepper plant almost had his neck broke. This is a lemon habanero. I dug this out of the garden in fall and it's lived in the bathroom window all winter long. Here's the rain. All right, I think it's safe to bring the camera out here. It's still windy and it looks like we might get some rain, so I might have to pick up the camera and run back inside. That wasn't too bad. It was enough to kind of, I mean, it's not dusty anymore. It's all right. It is now like, 70 degrees. It feels great. And it smells good too. It smells so nice after it rains. And that wasn't enough rain to really make mud, so I'll come out here and pick up where I left off. All right, I ended up getting rained out a second time. Came inside. Been in here a while. We're having lunch with literally steaming bread. Steaming. And we're gonna have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I mean, it doesn't get much better than hot out of the oven peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like, that's just like, that's kind of the best. That's better than childhood memories right there. What are you doing, sister? Just walking around singing. Hey, come here. We're gonna go see the garden. We gotta wait for Mom. There you go. All right. Run fast. I was going to tell the people that somebody can't wait and wants to plant some green beans now.
Okay, here's my thought. I'm gonna plant, like, probably not even a whole row. I don't think there's even a whole row. If they come up and it freezes, oh well, too bad. We'll just replant next time. If they come up and it doesn't freeze, we're ahead of the game, and then you won't be eating green beans real quick.
It's all right. I'm okay with this. Like, this is fine. Good. The past 2 years we've done gardens, you know, Meg's been kind of busy, and so I've done the planting and, you know, the gardening, which usually she does. Yeah. Well, she comes out last summer and she's just like kind of looking around. She goes, "You plant with reckless abandon." And it's like, yes, I do. Thank you. Yeah. So that's kind of the way I plant. I just, like, if I see an opening, I stick some seeds in it. And
it was one of the greatest gardens we've had. go, sis. Daisy.
Daisy.
And Biscuit. Okay, there we go.
That's it? That was a whole packet?
That was it. I feel better.
You feel better?
I do.
You
Scratch that itch a little
scratch
bit.
that itch. It's this year it's pretty bad.
It is.
It's like
To plant something.
plant everything.
Plant all of it.
It's all right. I've been the one handling all the sprouts and
Yeah.
stuff that we've been growing, and oh man,
That's good.
February when we started planting all of our inside stuff, it was just like, oh, this is gonna give me the spring bug so bad,
It's
and it
bad.
did.
It did.
Buggy, where are you going? She's learned enough, like where things are and all that stuff, and she's just to the point where she wants to run off over there and see what those chickens are doing,
Yeah.
or she wants to go to the barn. It's like you look up and she's just, those little legs are just running.
Yeah. It's okay. It's the best life.
It is. Kind of used a shovel as a plow. Scooted it along. It kind of splashed dirt up on the tops of the hills. It's fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a sprinkler and water this in to kind of get it to firm up. And those amendments are so light, they're just going to sink in. And I kind of want the water on it to start getting it ready. I don't know if I'll plant tonight, probably tomorrow. But yeah, the corn bed is ready. What a good feeling. I don't know why, but the sound of a rainbird sprinkler, that type of sprinkler, whatever that type is, I had to have been like 3 or 4, and my dad put sprinklers in the backyard of the house. I followed him everywhere. Like, I was in his back pocket, and I remember watching him dig the trenches and put all the pipe in, and he put rainbird sprinklers, those kind that pop up, and I remember watching the whole process. And then when he finally turned on the water and they popped up, I was jazzed. And I used to sit, they must have came on about the time I was going to bed, because I could hear them while I'd be going to bed. And I remember that sound. Like, that sound brings back a very, like, certain memory. And it's so funny, you know, here I'm in my mid-30s and I still hear one of those sprinklers, and it's like, I remember Dad putting those sprinklers in, and that's what they sounded like. I still like that sound. It reminds me of summer and watermelon and corn on the cob and barbecues and swimming. That's what that sound sounds like to me. There is some really good smells coming out of here. I realized, going back and watching our videos, like usually I don't watch them when you edit them. I watch them once they're up on YouTube and I read comments. I literally, every time I walk in this kitchen, say, it smells really good in here.
You're welcome.
So, what are we having? I see some onions.
Yes.
And some lemons and cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
I like where this is going.
Having tacos tonight.
We're having poor man tacos.
Okay, look, we're from California, and from where we're at, a normal taco is a carne asada taco, which is like steak. When we were first married, we didn't have no money to make steak tacos. So I would get the ground beef on sale, and we would call it poor man tacos.
Yep.
It's a family thing. It's poor man tacos. So now whenever we say, hey, we're having poor man tacos, he knows.
Yep.
That's what we're having. It's a ground beef taco.
Or struggle tacos.
Struggle tacos too.
Because like literally the only time we had beef was when
was
the
on
grocery
sale.
store, they would have like once a year, they would have this sale where they would put It was like 2.5, no, 4 or 5
The
pound.
big old chunks
big old
yeah.
things of ground beef, and it would be like 99 cents. And so we would go buy like 10 of them.
Yeah, as much as our budget would allow.
Yep.
And I would stock our freezer.
And oh man, we would eat like kings with that ground beef.
So good. So we have fond memories of struggle, poor man tacos.
Now, mind you, anytime we could get like legitimate asada, you know, any kind of steak we could make like good tacos out of, we would, but
no, it was not very often.
It got to where we figured out how to season ground beef to where it tastes kind of like carne asada.
Yeah.
So, yeah, poor man tacos. First harvest of the spring. We're gonna try out some of these. Look at the knobs on that thing. That's a mean looking pepper. Whew. Alright, so those peppers were spicy even though they were very young. Those are lemon habaneros, and they have a very strong like citrusy flavor when they're ripe. My peppers weren't that spicy.
Oh my word.
I gave Meg the other half of mine. Like, it wasn't that spicy. Well, her half had all the seeds in it.
Yeah, it was spicy.
Don't kiss the baby. Dragon breath. Alright, it is time for catching the calf and putting the calf in bed. I'm very excited. I got, you know, one thing on my list done today.
Yeah, it looks good though.
It does. Like, we can plant tomorrow if we want.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
She's like, oh yes, I'm ready. I'll step up. She just mows over Biscuit.
I'll take my snacks now, thanks.
Move, son. And
there you go.
she's just gonna check the fence for us.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Be nice.
You gonna let me catch you?
Come here, say hi. Come here.
Haha, distraction.
Kid.
He's like, do you have treats for me?
I don't have treats for you, I'm sorry. I'll have pets.
Give me your nose. There you go. You can go to bed. Go to bed. Oh, he just remembered. It's like, where's that shocky thingy? So, putting him in here, I don't mind if he reaches through the door and opens stuff, but he likes to chew on my extension cord.
Yes.
Well, it's my power cord for the bandsaw, so I ran a little piece of hot wire I have this tiny Energizer that I bought that's pretty much useless because it's so weak, but with about, 6 feet of wire on it. Now he can't chew on extension cords, and just about every morning he knocks all this stuff over.
Yep.
He learned it real quick last night when I put it up.
He wasn't particularly happy with us.
He wasn't. He's like, you put up defenses in here. This used to be my house.
All right, good night, Biscuit.
Good night, Biscuit. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I guess we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.